become successes with a little help. Because a little help can empower you to go from despair to celebration. A little help can keep you going until the race is won. A little help can turn bundles of anxiety into a bundle of joy. And with Glow Data, you get much more than just a little help. You get the biggest data deals in town to make every day glow with small wins and big wins. Dial *777# to select your Glow Data plan.
Tonight, National Union of Electricity Employees commences nationwide strike. Benin Republic repairs damaged Chikanda Bridge. Nigerians express disappointment over federal government and ASU deadlock. Plus, update from the world of entertainment and sports. This is the Nigeria Television Authority, NTA ILORIN NewTonight. Good evening and welcome. I am Peace Alone Yomi. The National Union of Electricity Employees has commenced nationwide strike with picketing of headquarters of the Transmission Company of Nigeria (TCN) in Abuja and gradual shutting down of substations across the country. Already, there is interruption of power supply across franchise areas of electricity distribution companies as a result of impasse between the National Union of Electricity Employees and TCN. The union are threatened to begin strike from 17th August 2022 to press home their demands, which include issues of promotion, stigmatization of staff from the Office of Head of Service of the Federation from working in other areas in the power sector, and inability of market operator to fund payment of entitlement of former PHCN staff. Minister of State for Power Adela pleaded with the union to shelve the planned strike to enable government address their demands in the next 2 weeks. The government of Benin Republic has already taken over the fixing of the recently damaged bridge in Chikanda, a border community between Nigeria and Benin Republic. Aisha Abubakar Yahya reports.
The bridge came as the president of Benin Republic, Patrick Talon, ordered the agency in charge of roads to swing into action on the repairs of the collapsed bridge. A resident of Chikanda, Hamesheru, confirmed that a team of Beninese engineers arrived at the place with equipment at about 5 p.m. yesterday and immediately started work over the night till this morning.
In Nigeria side, water is falling between small. Now we are feeling that they come and inspect it very well, then they will take a solution so that the something will not collapse in our side.
If we are to talk about an attending world, the world we have in Nigeria, the Republic does not have even the gutter. And look at how they used to be just having the sympathy of the masses. Now, at the border bridge, immediately collapsed like this. He took action. And eventually, everybody is appreciating the effort of this president. And this is what we want Nigeria to copy.
Presently, passengers now have access to pass through the bridge, as laying of asphalt will be done soon. It will be recalled that the bridge connecting Chikanda to Benin Republic cut off movements between both countries, taking its toll on economic activities between Nigeria and Benin Republic. Aisha Abubakar Yahya, NTA News.
Nigerians have expressed disappointment over the inability of the federal government and Academic Staff Union of Universities ASU to reach an agreement over the lingering ASU strike. Some of those who spoke with NTA's Hamad Fulani appealed to President Muhammadu Buhari to intervene by calling for an emergency meeting with ASU members.
After extending the 5-month-old strike by another month a fortnight ago, the federal government scheduled a fresh meeting with ASU executives for Tuesday, 16th August 2022. Unfortunately, it ended in a deadlock, and by implication, the strike continues.
What they did was actually come with an appeal that we should suspend the strike. And how do you appeal? Saying that the government is going to look into the matter and they will put that into the 2023 budget. And where do we go from there? So it absolutely makes no sense.
The consequence of this disagreement between the two parties continues to worry parents and guardians who have children in federal universities across the country. They want President Buhari's intervention to find a lasting solution within the shortest possible time.
Our life is not safe. See now they are on strike and the children are roaming about. A lot of them can turn, into miscreants.
While ASU strike is 6 months old, SANU and NASU strike is also 5 months old, as federal universities are completely shut down. Removal of IPPIS to be replaced with U3PS, renegotiation of federal government SANU-NASU 2009 agreement, proper integration of staff school teachers, and payment of arrears are some of the demands of SANU, NASU, and NAT for being on strike.
Our staff that have been retired are not finding it easy. Their entitlements are not coming up on time. This is 2009. We have been asking for this, our demand, and they have not been able to meet up with this demand.
Education is safe for Nigeria to regain all lost glories. Government must give education sector utmost priority by setting aside a larger percent of the country's annual budget to the sector. Ahmad Fulani, NTA News.
Academic activities have resumed fully at College of Education ILORIN and College of Arabic and Islamic Legal Studies following the suspension of the industrial action by Joint Academic Staff Union in tertiary institutions. Mohammed Hassan has the details.
State-owned institutions have been on strike for over 2 months, with their major grounds being the non-implementation of the 30,000 naira minimum wage for teachers in Kwara State College of Education and Kwara State College of Arabic and Islamic Legal Studies. The 9-week strike has however been suspended following the signing of the new minimum wage agreement between the state government and the union leaders. A visit to College of Education ILORIN reveals that academic activities are now resumed fully, with students receiving lectures.
For like 2 months, we missed a lot of things. But now that we have resumed back, I'm so happy. Everybody is happy. Because staying in house for like 2 months, it's very hard.
Out of my curiosity to find out if the suspension of the industrial action by the Joint Academic Staff Union in tertiary institutions will not reoccur, I met with representatives of the unions of the state-owned institutions who gave me assurances that with conducive environment interrupted, academic activities will not reoccur.
The strike is suspended and not called off, and it was suspended on the premise that an agreement had been reached and signed, and we hope His Excellency Madam Rahman Abrazak, the State Governor of Kwara State, will redeem his image as always to implement the signed agreement.
But signing is not the ultimate. Implementation is the major thing, which I want to believe with its nature and its integrity. We want to implement all the agreements signed to letter.
Not receive anything, but by the agreement we believe government we fulfill its promise from July.
They also confirmed that the union's priority is not only on the minimum wage, but for government to also look at problems of infrastructures in institutions. Mohammed Azan, NTA News.
We'll go on a short break now. Please stay with us.
He's a very tough guy who knocks out every opponent, but now he's been knocked down by malaria.
Amatem Soft Gel.
Amatem Soft Gel makes treating malaria easy. Amatem soft gel is a game changer.
Amatem soft gel. I good to promote malaria for body.
Available for adults and children. Say no to malaria. Yes to life.
Welcome back. This is the Nigeria Television Authority NTA ILORIN NewsTonight. Many thanks for staying with us. And on entertainment, music star Fireboy has released a team video for his chart-topping single titled Bandana. Richard Olaiton has details of this and more from the world of entertainment.
Bandana, the first single of Fireboy's recently released studio album titled Playboy, has received a minted video. The video, directed by Ace video director TJ Omori, is an artistic representation of the lifestyle of the motorcycle gang who are synonymous with a scarf. Fast-rising Afrobeat act, Abatium, has released a new EP he calls Fairy Tale. The songwriter put together an artistic body of work that showcases different elements of his talent through a fusion of sound with which he creates a satisfying project. Meanwhile, Nollywood actor Moses Armstrong has denied the rape allegation leveled against him after his bail. The embattled movie star made this known via his Facebook page as he claimed that he has never raped in his life. Rachel Olaiton, NTA News.
And on sports, Anthony Joshua has promised to be at his best when he faces Alexander Usyk in their title rematch on Saturday. Kauta Raji has the details and more on sports tidbits.
Anthony Joshua admitted that last September when they fought, the mindset was to outbox his opponent, but now he is fully focused on smashing his opponent. He also acknowledged that the high-intensity destructive approach had been a key factor for so much of the early successes in his career. Joshua and Usyk are set for a rematch on their title defense this Saturday in Saudi Arabia. Head coach of Nigeria's under-21 men's volleyball team, Sonny Mohammed, says the team's ambition is to finish top of their group following their victory over Gambia at the ongoing 2022 African Under-21 Men's Nations Volleyball Championship in Tunisia. French champions Paris Saint-Germain are set for talks with Napoli for the transfer of the Nigerian international Victor Osimhen. PSG are still looking for a player to strengthen their attack and are believed to have opened negotiations to sign Osimhen. Kausa Raji, NTA News.
Now let's take a look at the weather forecast for tomorrow, Thursday, 18th of August, 2022. Weather forecast concludes our package for News 9. Many thanks for watching. Do have a wonderful evening.